He's back, the greatest YouTuber to ever exist, will exist, and the number one world leader of the interwebs, Mr. Apex Sapien. Listen, today's a very heavy topic. Super heavy. We're going to talk about why dudes fear marriage. See, this is interesting. See, in the West, we got a huge issue. People just ain't getting married. People ain't linking up. They're not becoming couples. We're not having kids at the rate we need to have to replace the amount of people we're losing. And this is a devastating result of the hookup culture and OnlyFans economy and just all the bullshit that's been going around in the last fucking decade or so. And you know what? Rightfully so. Dudes are confused. Dudes are looking at marriage like, why should I get married? And they're scared. A lot of it is just fucking scared and fearness and little boy cowering from the responsibility of being a man. And one of the responsibilities of being a man is you gotta take autonomy. You gotta take the leadership role of being the man and leading a woman and leading your family. But a lot of guys don't know how to lead. A lot of guys are fucking terrified of leading because they see the results of lazy motherfuckers who try to lead in marriages and the marriages fail. And let me explain something to you about marriage. Marriage has been going on for a long time. Everybody's fucking scared. I'm going to get divorced, raped. She's going to take half my shit. But listen. Human beings have been getting along and marrying each other long before the economy fucking existed. How do you think you got here? Really think about that. There was no marriage certificates, but human beings were still getting along, still having kids, still having families, and still prospering for millions of years prior to fucking this current age that we live in. And how do they do that? Why were you able to multiply so fast and so fruitfully and be able to have these dynasties and families? Because men understood what marriage was. And I'm going to explain to you why men fear marriage. Because it's not so scary once you understand it. A lot of times when you realize what you fear, it's merely because it's unknown and you don't understand. Because here's the thing with being a married guy. You go from being a single dude with no responsibilities to all of a sudden being responsible and having to maintain the well-being of another human being. And that's a huge responsibility. And see, most guys are scared of responsibility. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the reason most guys fear marriage, reason number one is they don't know how to pick. A lot of you dudes just don't know how to pick your chicks. And the thing that you want to know about when it comes to picking a woman for marriage, it kind of comes down to her. She picks you. See, what guys fail to understand is you have to rock with a girl who really likes you. And it sounds fucked up to say, but you have to like her. She has to like you more than you like her. Now, that sounds wild, sounds crazy, but it's just the way it goes. Because you have to be in love with self-improvement and being the best version of yourself that you can be. And what's going to happen is you'll notice as you start to develop yourself, as you become a better person, as you develop wisdom, as you grow and become a better man, women will kind of choose you. They'll give you choosing signals. They'll let you know, hey, look, I'm interested. And it's not difficult to understand. When a woman fucking is interested, she'll let you know. Now, she's not going to tell you, oh, my God, I want to be with you the best, blah, blah, blah. No, she'll show you attention. She'll do things that are so, you're like, what the did this just happen? And it's up to you to be able to pick up on those clues and be able to understand. But see, here's the thing. Most of you guys don't fall in love with the chemistry. See, when you meet your potential wife, when you first meet your wife, what you're going to realize is you guys hit off right at the bat. It's like you guys are looking at each other. It's like, damn, where have you been my whole life? It's like, I feel like I've known you forever. The conversation should flow easy, and she makes it easy for you. That's the one thing guys don't understand, because a lot of you guys act like pieces of shit, and then you wonder why women don't fucking give you reception, because you act like a fucking piece of shit. That's why. But when you're a good, calm dude, you don't need nothing from nobody. You just on your own mission, taking care of business, hollering, doing what you need to do. A woman would kind of put it in her way. She can feel that. She can sense that. I had several girls tell me, you're intimidating. I'm like, what am I intimidating for? I don't yell. I don't scream. I don't make mean faces. He's like, well, you just get this aura you don't need me. I'm like, huh? It's like, yeah, you give this aura you don't care if I come back, if I leave, if I stay. It's really you don't even give a shit. I'm like, huh, that's fascinating. It's because I care, but it's you're not the most important thing in my life. And that's how you should kind of operate. She's not going to become the most important thing in your life until she puts herself in a position to be one of the most important things in your life. And that's kind of what a wife is. And so you have to stop looking at the biology of a woman. Stop looking at, oh my gosh, she's so hot. Her butt's so big, her boobs are so big, her face is so nice. She has pretty teeth, all this stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. That's wonderful things. Those are bonuses when you actually come to understand what the game is. But what you need to understand is the chemistry over biology. Because here's the thing. chemistry, if you guys are already kind of linking each other, like you got to kind of think of like two atoms that are combined to make one molecule. She has to come with the right electrons to combine with you, and you have to be like the right element so she can combine properly. And when she gives you some of her electrons, what happens is you guys make like a joint union and you guys rock together. You guys are good. It doesn't even make a difference. And the beauty of chemistry is all you have to do is add some different elements and you keep the fucking love. You keep the bond tight. The bond doesn't go away. Actually, the bond gets stronger over time because all you got to do is just keep adding new elements. But with biology naturally degrades. Things naturally degrade over time. When things degrade, it's like you can't really fix it. That's just the natural state of like life. As soon as you come out your mom's womb, you're fucking dying. You're getting older. You're degrading. As soon as you come out, like you have a small period of growth, and then everything that you do from there on is just in preparation of death. So like your kids, your memories, your family, all that stuff is just preparation to get ready to die. So if you're basing your relationship off the biology of a woman, you're in deep shit. But if you base off the chemistry that y'all got, and chemistry can always be like fixed because all you do is add new elements, you got no problems. So stop dealing with chicks that don't really want to deal with you. Stop looking at the biology and start dealing with the woman that you attract. Like in the elements or in chemistry. As the man, you're like the more dominant element. And she's like the lesser element. And what happens is you have a stronger magnetic pull. And women that have the right electron configuration, they're going to come and they're going to combine with you. It's almost natural. Like they can't even help it. They just snap and you guys are together. Next thing you know, you're like, what the hell? Where this girl? What the hell? When did I get this girl? But here's the thing. She's already been attracted to you for a while. She's already linked to you. In her mind, she's already married to you. She's just waiting for you to fucking take the lead. So it's up to you to put yourself in position and create a position so she has a void to come in or a pocket to come in to be able to join you. And that's how the best relationships work, is when a girl chooses you. Because a girl that likes you, she's like, dude, this is the most interesting thing in my life. I want to keep this thing around. And you're looking like, shit, I can't even shake her off if I wanted to. She's riding with me. So shit, if she's going to ride with me, I might as well try to make her better. And the more you guys stick together, the more you guys kick it, the better your relationship comes. Because you start to learn her, you learn her elements, you learn what she's good at, what she's not bad at. And you guys start to build this fucking bond. And that's how it lasts through the relationship. Your relationship should be getting stronger with time. It should not be getting weaker. Now, if it's getting weaker, that's because you chose on biology. But if you chose correctly, if you did the right work on yourself and you built yourself into an element that is worth the goddamn, you'll be easily find a world that's attracting. And guess what? She's not going to let any other elements get in between you and her. Any other woman that tries to come and pull you away, she's like, no, this is my guy. Get the fuck away. He's mine. I call claims. And that's the way you do it. That's the way that the relationships are supposed to work. Your woman is supposed to choose you. And when she chooses you, it makes you more confident because you're like, shit, maybe I'm doing something right. Now, she has to be good looking, stunning, smart, attractive, everything else in between. Shit, those are extra bonus points. But you have to get down to the primal nature, which is, does she find you attractive? Does she see leadership and father qualities out of you as a man? And then everything else that you have, like your money, your wealth, your body, the other fuck that you want to call it, all that extra stuff is just bonus points. So learn how to develop yourself as a man. You get better. Number 2, poor habits from dating and girlfriend situations. See, a lot of you guys are not ready for marriage because you guys have developed horrendous habits from dating women and having girlfriends. And those are terrible situations to put yourself in if you want to be a husband. Like, we don't live in the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, back in the day where society did a lot of the work to steer women into marriage. It's like, it's all on you to put yourself in a position to be ready to be married. But the problem is, a lot of you guys don't know how to, like, have the right habits as a husband. Because you're so used to looking at women as disposable, like, flesh dolls. Because it's all you do is you go out and you fucking date these random women. They're all the same for the most part because you have no chemistry, you have no bond, you haven't built anything together, so you don't even know each other. So you keep coming in at level 1 every time instead of building up to level 2, level 3, level 5, level 6, and building your relation up to new levels. And so if you think of your wife as disposable, if you're worried about your wife, you don't trust her, whatever the fuck, it's never going to work. You have to be able to trust your wife because she trusts you with her life. She's trusting you with her livelihood. She's trusting you with everything in her, like, well-being in life. And so she doesn't view you as disposable, but you view her as disposable. And that's a poor, toxic relationship. It's not going to work long term. So I recommend what a lot of guys do: stop dating Stop the girlfriend shit. You gotta just get out. Go single. Be a lonely savage. And take the escort pill too. That also helps. I gotta have another video about the escort pill. How that makes you a better husband. Makes you understand life better. But get out of these girlfriends and dating situations. Cause it just make you look at women as disposable like tools, and all you care about is the sex instead of looking at the actual relationship. And then with the girlfriend thing, it's like you guys are not really in a relationship. Like she's kind of stealing from you. Like she gets all the wife treatment, and you get none of the husband treatments in return. All you do is just kind of have like a bill that kind of just hangs around you and doesn't contribute to your life because she's like, why would I even give a shit? Like you're my boyfriend. No boy. I'm telling you guys, boyfriends get no respect in the streets. Mamas hate boyfriends. Dads hate boyfriends. Everybody hates a boyfriend. They just look at you like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Are you crazy? Get the fuck out of here. If you're not gonna marry her, get off the pot. Either shit on, get on the pot. That's the way that most guys look at boyfriend. I'm telling you right now, if I have a daughter, no boyfriend. Either this guy's trying to marry you or get the fuck out of here. Because if you're a boyfriend, I'm just gonna make fun of you. I'm just gonna make like, what are you doing here, brother? You're not even part of the family. Marriage or I'm out. That's the way you need to start operating. Marriage or I'm out. Start dropping the marriage or I'm out line on girls and see how fast most of them flee. And the ones that really want to be with you, they'll be like, hey, look, I just want to be with you. Marriage or not. And really, when a girl shows you, I just want to be with you, those are the ones you want to be married to. Because those are the ones that are going to stay for the long haul. Number 3. Most guys have poor leadership skills from a lack of understanding themselves. See, what you need to understand about relationships is that relationships are reflective. So you get what you put out. So as a man, if you're confident, assertive, and aggressive, what you're going to get in return is a woman who is docile, soft, and feminine. Because opposites attract. So women's look at you like, oh my God, I love this guy. He's dominant. He's assertive. He knows what he wants. He knows how to go after it. He doesn't give a fuck about anything else except for what he's trying to go get. And a woman finds that so attractive when you don't have to fucking tell it. When she doesn't tell you anything, you can just look at it and figure it out. That's the sexiest thing to a woman. Because here's the thing, women are very scared. They don't want to be asking for stuff. Like it's just their own vanity and like selfishness and lack of like self-awareness. So they just look at you like, you should just know. Why don't you just know? And see, here's the thing. When you're a man that understands yourself and you got great leadership skills, a great leader can just look at a fucking problem, look at some shit that's going on, and be like, oh, okay, do this, and you fix this, and that's how we fix it. And people are amazed, like, what? You already know how to solve it? Yeah, I've been looking at it, I understand. I look at what I'm seeing, and I get it. And this is why math is so fucking important. If you are good at math, you're going to have a great relationship. You're going to have an excellent relationship. Because numbers tell you everything you need to know. The amount of time a woman looks at you, stares at you, the way that her facial tones, the way that she does things, when you do something, you can kind of read and be like, oh, okay, I get it. I see why you're mad at baby. Okay, I didn't take out the trash. Fuck it, let me go take out the trash. And do these things without her asking, and she'll reward you. I'm telling you, one of the things you kind of learn as a handyman is that women don't want you asking all these fucking questions. What should I do here? Should I do this? Does this look good? No, they just want you to fucking say, hey, babe, do this right quick. All right, let me figure this out. Blah, blah, blah. Fix it. All right, does it look good, baby? She's like, oh my God, it looks magical. Because you know why? She relates that item, that thing that you did, to you. She's attached to it because she looks at it and she's like, oh my God, like he just knows. I don't even have to say anything. He just gets it. And that's all a woman wants to be able to do is to just know that my man gets it. He just understands. He doesn't have to go around and be so unsure of himself. Because let me tell you something, a man, our biology, the way that we are set up, we are analytical creatures that have to overcome fear. Like if you go back to the old hunter and gatherer day, the guys that were hunters, you have to go out into the dark. You have to go out and observe. There's nobody to teach you how to, like, you can't go ask the deer, hey deer, how do I kill you so I can take you back to my family? No, you got to sit there, observe and watch and see, okay, let me look at the deer's patterns. Okay, so around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the deers like to go to the watering hole. And they sit there and they kind of sit there for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So if I sneak up and I walk up real close, I'll be able to shoot the motherfucker, kill it, take it back to the crib. And that's why women love hunters. And when I say a hunter, like the modern day hunter is like a businessman. You're out there just searching, looking for your next kill every day. That's one of the things I learned about business. Every day you're out there looking for your next kill. You're setting up traps, and not really traps, but your marketing is like a trap. You're trying to catch the right people who need your service. And then once you get there, you catch them, you fucking go to the thing, you introduce yourself. Hey, what's up? My name is blah, blah, blah. I do this, da, da, da. Let me solve this problem for you. And you solve the problem, and what do? They give you a reward. The reward is money. That's all business is. And so one of the things I recommend for men is, like, if you want to get a great husband, I recommend you kind of get into business or hunting or fighting, something like that, because it helps you do high level problem solving where you can just kind of read things and figure it out. And that's so important as a man. You have to be able to read and figure things out on your own. There's nobody to give you all the answers. One day your dad's going to die, your mom's going to die, grandpa's going to die. Everybody that you love is going to die one day. And then you'll be left alone in the world to figure it out for yourself. And if you can't figure it out for yourself, geez, your woman loses all respect for you if you're going around asking other people to fucking figure things out for you. Now, there's no problem with asking for consultations. There's no problem for asking for help. But she can't be looking at you to figure. You can't be going around asking everybody to figure things out for yourself. You got to be a man. Figure it out. Pick yourself up. Learn how to fucking grow and figure shit out, man. That's the fucking secret to making sure a marriage works, because your marriage is your marriage. It's between you and your fucking wife and your family. So they're looking at you like, bro, you got to have the answers. And nigga, if you don't have the answers, bro, they're looking at you like, well, what the fuck? Why are we following you for? And if you go around asking another man to solve your shit for you, then they're going to look at that man like he's the new daddy. Like, you ain't no daddy. That's the new daddy. So as a man, you got to be able to figure it out for yourself. And the only way you can figure things out is from understanding yourself. You can't not understand yourself and lead people, because people can smell it. People can smell an unsure leader. You might be able to fool some people, but as time goes on, it's time-tested performance. That's the number one indicator of all things in life. If we look back at your track record and see, is he improving or is he getting worse? People are going to look like, damn, we're getting worse. Ever since he took over the lead, our fucking village can't eat. We're fucking kids are dying. We're getting fucking borders taken over. They want to see a strong leader who has plans and who is proactive. Proactivity. Be proactive in all things. The more proactive you are as a man, the better you're going to be. Because as long as your woman sees that you're trying, she can live with some of the results of you failing. Like, failure is not that bad of a thing. A real woman is going to judge you based upon your activities and your efforts. Because the outcome can be anything. One day you might make $1 million. Another day you might make fucking $1. It's all random. It's all chaos. You don't know. That's part of the game of business. You have to understand it's chaotic. But as long as you're being proactive, as long as you're doing things to put yourself in a good position to be able to win, your wife can live with that, because she says at least he's trying. He might fail, but at least he's trying. If you're trying, you're learning. If you're learning, you're growing. If you're growing, you're getting better. It's just a simple math of life. And the last thing why most men fear marriage, a lot of guys just fear responsibility and power. See, a lot of guys want to be the king, but they don't want the responsibilities of the king. See, being the king looks fun. It looks great. Like, you get to wear the crown, people worship you and all that shit. But guess what? Being a king fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. Because everything lives and dies with you. And guess what? If your territory gets conquered, who do they come to come behead? You. They come get the king. They say, get the king, line up him and all his family, chop their heads off. A lot of other people will be spared. You're not getting spared for shit. You take all the blame. But here's the thing. You get all the glory. If it goes good, you get all the glory. So as a man, you have to accept that as the reality of life, where I have all the power and the responsibility, and it all lies on me. And if you're scared of making mistakes, if you're scared of being the guy that when the shit hits the fan, they're coming for you, then, bro, you ain't built for marriage then, brother. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a running back. I want the ball every fucking play. And that's the beauty of marriage. That's the beauty of life, is that you have to develop that running back mentality where I want the fucking ball every play. I don't give a fuck who's lined up. Give me the ball. I want to play. I want the rock. And here's the thing. If you develop that mentality where you don't give a fuck, as long as you're going in there fearless without any fucking concerns. Like, I mean, there's healthy fear. Don't be fucking reckless and stupid. But you can't be scared of the unknown. You got to be able to go through that fucking fire, because guess what? Your family's behind you. And if you start stopping and running backwards, guess what your family does? They look at you like, oh, this coward. They lose respect for you instantly. And the number one thing in a marriage for a man, your wife can never lose respect for you. The day she loses respect for you is the day that's fucking over. Because then she's going to start testing you. And then it's like the cascading effect. If she starts to lose respect and then she starts beating up on you, then it's over. As soon as she realizes that you're weak, brother, that's a wrap for your fucking relationship. So listen again, man. Don't be scared of marriage. A lot of guys are scared of marriage because they listen to red pill bullshit. They hear about bad marriage stories. And really, most of those bad marriage stories are on the guy, because the guy didn't do his proper work. He didn't know how to pick. He had poor habits from previous relationships that he never fucking corrected, poor leadership skills, he didn't understand himself, and he was scared of the responsibility and power of being the man in charge. That's why most of marriages fail, because most men are fucking cowards and weak ass dudes, spineless. We lost a lot of great men in World War One and World War Two, and now we're feeling the effects now where men are scared of being men. Listen, I ain't never been scared to be a man, because guess what? Here's the thing I look at it, bro. If I die, I die. I'm not here anymore. What the fuck do I care? But as long as I'm drawing breath, as long as I'm living, I can always improve myself and better my circumstances. And that's the mentality you have to carry in life. As long as I'm breathing, as long as I'm walking, as long as I'm free, I can always better my circumstances and become better as a man. But the day that you lose that mentality, you let yourself go into that fucking spiral of depression or weak shit, it's over for your ass. Anyway, appreciate y'all for listening. Get married, man. Go find you a shorty that's feeling you. Tie the knot. Get the fuck up out of the game, man. There ain't nothing here in these streets anymore. The streets are fucking dead.